I need to leave. I'll be back in a while. You stay here till then.
What's wrong with Gary? What's going on in his mind?
It's okay, Miss 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐈𝐍𝐆. I have absolutely no problem with cleaning. You just wait and see. I will completely change this room.
Angad got married to Sahiba? What's going on here?
Angad, you should be enraged by this. Anyone who's been in your place would have done worse. You channel this rage as a weapon against Sahiba. Any update about Sister Sirat?
Don't say her name. I've considered her dead to me. She is the culprit, and you are burying her brother.
But she is still our family.
It is necessary to ensure if she's fine. You don't worry.
I will see what can be done.
Aunt?
Well, there is a big problem. Sahiba is missing. She's gone.
Hey, want to watch this in your own language subtitle? It's super easy. Just click the CC button. If you're on your phone, tap the CC button above. If you're watching on a TV or laptop, click the CC button below. Choose your language, English, Arabic, French, Spanish, German, and many more. And enjoy the series your way.
Where did you go?
Sir, we're doing a check, as per our routine.
Did you see that girl going out? What time did she go?
Which girl, sir?
Sahiba.
Miss Sahiba? We did not see her going out.
Where have you been?
Why are you questioning me?
Why are you not answering me? Where did you go secretly at such late hours? What's going on in that head of yours? What are you up to? Your parents have anyway trained you very well to lie and cheat. You're an expert at these things.
I didn't go secretly.
Really? You didn't go secretly? Fine, I'll agree with you. Then you agree with me that the sun rises at night.
Everyone was sleeping, that's why. There was some urgent work.
What was so urgent at 11 p.m. that you had to leave secretly? Tell me what was so important now.
How dare you touch my hand? Leave my hand. I said leave my hand!
You can't turn your lie into truth by talking loudly. Just tell me where you had been. What was your important work? I'll leave your hand only then.
To the police station. Happy?
You think I'm joking?
I'm not laughing.
I'll ask you one last time. Where have you been?
Who are you to question me, huh? You haven't accepted this marriage, nor have you accepted me as your wife. So what gives you the right?
Well, You're my... In the society's eyes around us, you are my wife. You're the daughter-in-law of the Brar family. Your every act will affect our family's reputation. That's why you're answerable to me. Do you understand that?
I have nothing to do with you. I care only about my family.
Nor do I care about you. Even I only care about our family's reputation and dignity.
I will never bring any defamation to this great empire of yours. I'm an ordinary girl from a middle-class family. I'm from a place which cannot even be traced on a GPS. I'm an ordinary artist. Don't you think you're overestimating me?
Of course, you're an artist. You're filled with the natural talent of lying, cheating, and tricking. Just see how nicely you've deviated the topic. But I will not leave until you answer my question right now. Tell me where you've been.
रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे, रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे। मिट जावे फिर हर दूरी मिट जावे, लग जावे जद यार दिला लग जावे। रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे, रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे, रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे, रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे, रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे।
What's going on?
No idea, grandfather.
Angad, what has happened, dear?
Sister-in-law, I really hope you're fine.
Yes, it's just... I felt a bit dizzy.
You haven't eaten. You should feel dizzy.
What are you saying? Sahiba didn't eat anything since morning?
Yes, grandfather. I had even tried to take a meal for her, but brother refused. I even tried convincing him, but he didn't listen. Moreover, he snatched the plate from me.
Veer, you're complaining to Grandpa about me for her sake?
I have never imagined that our family would be standing here in the backyard of the house at this hour to question someone's foolishness. But we have to face this day because of her. Because she could not raise herself to our class. She has drooped us down to her level.
Just stop it. A person's status is not by his money or his possessions, but by one's behavior. And I can see that none of your behavior is right over here. Especially Angad's.
Grandpa,
Let's go inside. We'll talk about it there. Angad, give water to Sahiba.
I'll bring it.
Was I talking to you? I said, go and bring water.
Thank you.
Angad, can you tell me what's going on here? I did not teach you these things. And I just can't understand Angad, who treats his workers like family, has left his wife to starve with nothing to eat the whole day. That's not right, Angad. That's not right. 𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐄, no one has slept hungry in this house until now. Sahiba was left to starve all day. And you didn't go find out about her condition. I'm more disappointed with you than Angad. The flame of anger should not be so intense that one's humanity ends up being burnt. I can understand your anger, dear, but not letting someone eat and troubling someone is not right either.
Mr. Brar, why are you only scolding Angad? Why don't you say something to her? She could have asked for it, right? She would have told someone.
Grandma, brother had given an earful to sister-in-law that anyone would refuse to eat.
She just wants to gain sympathy. It's all her drama that she felt so dizzy. I'm telling you, she's just acting. If she's from a poor family, she might be used to starve. Right? Just look at the way she's staring at me.
Who are you staring at? If you want to stay here in this house, then your head and your eyes should remain bowed. You cannot look into anybody's eyes while talking. And you will have to respect everyone, be it elder or younger.
It would be better if you teach this to your son. Ask him to stop troubling me for no reason. I don't have any expectations from him. Ask him to stay away from me, and that's more than enough.
You're such an ungrateful person. Had I not caught you, you'd have fallen on your face. You'd have learnt your lesson then.
Nor did you help me intentionally either. You just didn't get a chance to think. You were already holding my hand out of anger.
I was only holding your hand to help you, otherwise I would have... It's the value I was brought up with that I...
Uncle Angad, why are you shouting like that?
Prince? Go.
Not at all, my dear. Angad is not shouting. He is just talking, okay? Now be a good boy and wish good night to all. Then we shall go upstairs and I will tell you a great bedtime story, okay? Come on, say good night.
Good night.
Angad, what is wrong with you?
This girl has created an ugly scene. But she has not revealed the reason why it happened. What were you doing there? What were you doing in the backyard at night?
Mom, Grandpa. She left the house secretly at night. She's doing everything possible to tarnish our family's image. The daughter-in-law of this house went out so late at night. What does she say to justify it? Important work. When I shouted, she pretended to faint. Ask her what important work it was then, huh?
So you admit that I'm this family's daughter-in-law?
Stop this nonsense now. Answer the question right away.
Answer us now, girl. Where did you go?
Answer us. For what important work had you gone out?
Now, I think that we're misunderstanding. everything that Sahiba's done. Viv said that she hadn't eaten anything since this morning, and, well, a hungry person, well, they'll look for something to eat. Perhaps she'd gone out to eat something, that's all.
Sister Justine, are you supporting this girl?
I am speaking the truth. And that's not the same as supporting, is it? Huh?
What do you have to say, 𝐻𝐻𝐿?
I'm embarrassed, dear. In our house, even the servants get to eat meals thrice a day. But our daughter-in-law was hungry all day.
This was not just Angad. How could you do this?
You are so stubborn. I forbade you out of anger and you didn't eat anything. You really could have just asked someone for something to eat, you know. Why did you have to go out secretly?
Oh, she knows very well how to talk back. Why hesitate to ask for food? You know you could have asked. What was the need to create a scene?
There was no need for us to let her stay hungry. Dispel hatred from your heart. Then everything will be clear. Sahiba is not at fault in this.
Sukhdeep, get Sahiba something to eat now. Truly, this is a matter of shame. The daughter-in-law of this house did not get food to eat. We made a mistake, but you could have asked her.
I asked her, madam, but... Sorry.
Grandma, I won't eat anything. I don't feel like eating anything. I tolerated hunger till now. I can manage till morning.
Whoa. You call yourself an artist, huh? But you should call yourself a good actor, the finest one. In front of my grandparents, you put up such an innocent act. After creating a scene, you say that you are not hungry. I tolerated hunger till now. I can manage. Pretending to be innocent in front of all.
You wanted to see my tolerance levels, so go for it. I will not ever yield to you. You may put me through any number of trials. Trust that I will emerge out of each with flying colors.
What are you so arrogant about?
Miss Sahiba?
1 minute. It is a lie that you went out to get some food. For a moment, if we believe that that is true, and you'd actually gone out to get some food, then tell me, didn't you find food anywhere in Ludhiana? Or did you pretend to faint after having food? You belong to a family of a bunch of frauds. You should have learned how to lie with perfection by now.
My father always says that hate blinds the sharpest of eyes. There is no point in explaining things to you. You will see whatever you want to see. You will believe whatever you think is right.
Enough! No more discussion on this topic. 𝐻𝐻𝐿, come upstairs only after feeding her.
Sorry, Grandma. I really can't eat now. I'm not disrespecting the food, but self-respect matters to me the most. Please do not tell me to eat.
Wait. You disregarded the family's reputation, and you went out in search of food. Do you want to show my family That I stopped you from having food? Do you want to paint me out to be cruel? Now I'm going to feed you for sure. Angad Singh Brar will feed you with his hands.
When I am not willing to eat, how will you force?
Brother, what are you doing?
Do not interfere. Stand right there. Let me see how you continue this drama. Now you are going to have to eat.
I don't want to disrespect food. Hence, I had a morsel. Now I will not tolerate anyone force-feeding me. That's enough.
The one who has already eaten and is full now cannot eat more than a morsel. You painted me wicked in front of all. I'm hungry. I'm feeling dizzy. Such a drama queen you are. You were pretending to faint because of hunger. But now you don't want to eat anything. This is not done. You must eat. The battle between us will not end anytime soon. In fact, it's never going to end. I am never going to forgive you.
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
You're such a drama queen. Just now you were acting as if you were going to die of hunger. And now that you have food you won't eat? This won't do. You will have to eat. You just said that. Since I don't accept you as my wife, you're not going to obey me. That I have no right on you? I think that's what you're upset about. Maybe you want me to exert my rights. Fine. As your rightful spouse, I'll feed you.
I don't want to eat.
You are going to have to. Come on, eat.
I don't want to.
Why not? Do you want to show the whole world that my family is starving you? Our conflict is not going to end anytime soon. In fact, it's never going to end. Because I'm never going to forgive you. And from what I know of you, you love a good fight. You won't give up either. You'll need energy to fight, won't you? And for that, you'll need to eat. Or else, if you lose, you'll make excuses. So eat.
Are you out of your mind, Angad? What's wrong with you? Why are you behaving like an animal?
You didn't feed me. You just fed your big ego. But I won't bow down to your stubbornness. Had circumstances been different, I'd give you a befitting reply to your behavior. But the mistakes of my family has got my hands tied. Hence, I can't retaliate. But remember, the day I'm free of that compulsion, I will stop being so patient with you.
Always remember one thing, my dear. Don't ever give up on any of your dreams, no matter what happens. And never change yourself for anyone in the world.
Oh Lord, give me courage. Give me the courage to defend my dignity and my self-respect. May I never have to bow down to anyone. This house is no less than a battlefield for me. Anything could happen at any moment. Any new allegation could be made on me anytime. No one knows. All I know is that I'm not going to give up. I will face every difficulty with my head held high. For myself. And for my dad. And for my family. But I need your blessings, Lord. Give me courage to give a befitting reply to every attack that they launch on me.
Good morning, sister-in-law.
May we please come in? Sure. Please come in.
Well, I came here to meet you so early in the morning so that I could call on you to perform the ritual today.
What is that?
Well, although we didn't perform any rituals with you before, except for the welcome, but you see, this ritual that we do, it's very important to us. It is a tradition in our family to perform this ritual with every newlywed couple. Have you ever heard of it before? It refers to both food, grain, and gold. In this ritual, the husband gives his wife a platter containing food, grain, and gold, leafy greens, and jaggery.
And also a set of clothes.
Being from a jeweler community, this ritual is very important to our culture, you know. Please just consider it as a gift. By giving these things to the wife, it symbolizes her husband's responsibility towards her. During this ritual, the husband conveys that his wife is his greatest responsibility, and that he will never leave her wanting for anything. The ritual is not just about giving gifts, but also about giving respect. This ritual is, in a way, a promise that the husband makes to his wife, that he will give her a very good life, that he will always stand by her and fulfill all her needs.
That man insults me at the drop of a hat and misunderstands me at every step, Do they really expect him to say such things to me? Miss Goleen, all of you know very well how things are between Angad and myself. And you still want me to do this ritual?
My dearest, this ritual means a lot to my father-in-law. So I came here to request you personally, and I really hope that you will not disappoint him.
Oh my. It seems as if we're seeing her for the first time. That day I saw her dressed as a bride, but she looks very different today.
Huh? And what do you mean by different?
I mean, just different. I mean, she's a different bride altogether. Angad was supposed to get married to someone else, but he had to wed her instead, right?
Whoever he married, we can't help it now. We'll have to make do with whoever we've got.
I'd heard a lot of praise about 𝐒𝐓𝑑𝐈𝐍𝐆𝐒 beauty, but she wasn't seen after the music ceremony.
Now she is Angad's wife. Rather than deny it and argue amongst ourselves, it is better if we put the past behind us.
She does not seem like 𝐒𝐓𝑑𝐈𝐍𝐼𝐶 sister to me, from any angle.
Everybody has a standard and a taste, and that can't change overnight. She'll take time to bring herself up to our standard. And how much time? Well, that's hard to tell. And by the way, sister-in-law, Sahiba wasn't sent away from her home. She had come to Angad's wedding for the decorations, carrying a few pairs of clothes, so that's what she's wearing. Sahiba, don't you worry. In the ritual that's about to happen, Angad will be gifting you lots of expensive clothes and jewelry, of course. You can wear them.
And one more thing. If you need any expensive toiletries, please don't get them yourself. Ask 𝐒𝐓𝑑𝐈𝐍𝐵, okay?
Even if she receives expensive gifts for the ritual, her standards won't change.
I neither need to hide my standard nor raise it. This is who I am, and this is the way I'll always be. I'm not interested in these expensive clothes and jewelry. My simplicity is the most important thing for me.
Aunt, did you call me here?
Yes, dear. Are you going to the showroom?
I am. Because some people have real work to do. They don't pretend to have a business to swindle people.
Angad, please wait. 𝐒𝐓𝑑𝐈𝐍𝐵? There is a small ritual. You can leave after it's done.
What ritual?
The special ritual. You have to hand over this platter to your wife. There are some clothes, some food and jewelry on the platter. Actually, this ritual is, in a way, a promise made to your loving wife that henceforth The responsibility to feed her and clothe her and to take care of her needs will be yours.
Grandma, I'd surely have performed the ritual had my wife been in the room with us. But where is my wife? This girl, she's not my wife. I refuse to take responsibility of her.
What are you saying, Angad? She is your wife now. You or any other family member denying it will not change the truth now.
Fine then. I take responsibility to make her suffer. To make her life miserable. And to humiliate her every day that she stays here.
No, brother. That is not who you are. Please don't say that.
I was myself not happy with this marriage, Angad. But the fact is that you're married to her now, and now that you've married her, you must take her responsibility.
I'm a businessman. I weigh every situation in terms of profit and loss. If I carry out this ritual, it would be a huge loss for me. Because doing so will boost this girl's confidence. And I don't want that to happen.
My dear, it is a minor ritual. It will not take long. You just have to give this platter to Sahiba. Then you can go to the office.
Will you have arguments over every little thing now? Will you not listen to your elders, Angad?
Sister-in-law? Isn't this fun? Fully blown entertainment from the comfort of your home.
Yes. Just watch. This sort of entertainment is going to, well, become a common sight in this house.
I'm sorry, but I refuse to take responsibility for her. Although, I can do the one thing that I do often for people. Charity. I give these things to you as a donation. Take this money and leave me alone.
Take the platter, my dear.
No. I have been working for years to fulfill my needs and to support my family. I don't need anyone's charity. I've never seen anyone as arrogant and uptight as this man here. You need not take my responsibility. I'm capable enough of taking responsibility of myself. You may keep your charity to yourself.
You should not say that, my dear. It is a ritual that must be performed. Take the platter.
Sorry, ma'am.
But I can't accept these things. I've been working from a very young age. I run my own shop. There's something my dad taught me very early on in life. He told me, Sahiba, my dear, whatever you do, don't you ever fear hard work. Never accept charity or favors from any person.
Hey, Toshi. Did you boil the chickpeas?
I boiled the chickpeas, Dad.
You did?
Yes. Here is some fresh hot tea for you. I don't know if it's good, but I'm sure it's palatable.
Oh, my dear. You didn't have to do this.
I promised Sister Sahiba that I would take care of all of you. I can't replace Sister Sahiba. But I can surely take care of a few chores.
Well done, my child.
Where are you going with that food so early?
So then tell me, what are you up to now? Who is this food for?
It's chickpeas. Sahiba loves it. Until today, I've only paid attention to Sirat and taken care of her likes and dislikes. And look how Sirat repaid me.
But this...
I'm going to meet Sahiba. By the Almighty's grace, we have never had to ask anyone for money. Nor have we ever accepted any charity. You're a businessman, right? You see everything from the perspective of profit and loss, correct? But I'm an artist. For me, my self-respect means much more than any profit or loss. As long as I have my talent and the Almighty's blessings with me, I will never need to beg anyone for any money. Hence, I refuse to accept this charity from you. Sister-in-law, your daughter-in-law seems to have quite the sharp tongue. What do you have to say about that?
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
It's food. Sahiba loves them. Her face is hovering around me since last night. I've always cared. Only about Sirat's likes. It's all over. I'm done with Sirat. Sirat.
But how...
I'm going to meet Sahiba.
Have you completely lost it? Sahiba is not talking to you and you are going to meet her.
She was angry the other day. She was upset. She'd have calmed down now, I'm sure.
She hasn't. I spoke to Sahiba. And she told me that she never wants to speak to you again.
You spoke to Sahiba? Had you told me, I wanted to hear my daughter's voice. I understand that she's angry with me. She's my daughter. I'd have pacified her. I know Sahiba always did exactly what I told her to do. And today I would have told her to try and forgive me. I'm ready to do anything that Sahiba has asked me to do. You should have at least let me speak to her. Really? Will you bring Sister Sahiba back then? Go. Just go. And bring Sister Sahiba back. I will believe you then.
What are you saying, Kirat? Sahiba is married now, my dear. And marriage is not child's play. Sahiba's in-laws' house is her home now.
Toshi, you can't go there. Not just Sahiba. The entire Brar family is angry with us. Especially with you. They are going to be furious if they see you. And that is obvious. After all, you have cheated them.
Whatever happened cannot be undone. I want to explain this to Sahiba and her in-laws' family. I want to talk to my daughter. I'm yearning to meet her. No matter what they say, I'll tolerate everything. I will fall at their feet, and I will beg them, and I will plead to them, saying, I'm the one who's guilty. They shouldn't punish my daughter for whatever I did. That's all I want to tell them.
I said wait. You won't go there.
I'll surely go to meet my daughter. Whether you tie me up or bury me in the wall, I want to go to her now.
Mum, don't worry. I'll come along then.
No. You won't come with me. You anyway have a bad temper. If you say something wrong there, I'm taking 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐕𝐄 along. He'll be back from the market soon. He'll carry these and come with me.
Toshi. I hope you've thought it through. What you're going to do. I hope that you turning up there won't add to Sahiba's problems.
I'll take all her problems on myself. She's my daughter. She may be angry with me, or she may even scold me. She may vent out her anger, but let her talk to me at least.
The heavens know if you're doing the right thing or not.
I've already made a mistake. Now, I'm trying to sort things out. Who knows? Maybe my daughter will forgive me. You're making such tall claims about being a self-respecting person. Why did you marry Angad then, huh? If you've been earning for years, you'd have managed, right? Why did you come here to live off our wealth?
The destiny would have brought me here. But even today, I don't want to live off someone else's earnings. As for this marriage, I only got married for the sake of my parents' honor. Do you understand? I had anyway refused to get married. I hope you remember.
Enough. There will be no more argument. This ritual is a tradition that our family has followed for years. After marriage, every daughter-in-law has been following this ritual. So must you, Sahiba.
Mother-in-law, did you see? Did you see the audacity of it? Insulting our son right here in front of us in our own house. Despite her lowest status, she has quite a big mouth.
Manveer, my dear, let me deal with this. Come on, dear. Accept the gifts.
No, Grandma. My dad always says, the relationship where there's no respect will be forced to always remain hollow. It's still okay if there's no love. But if there is no mutual respect, such a relationship crumbles like a sandcastle. It doesn't matter how many rituals we perform, Angad and I will never have a relationship. But, of course, if I ever feel Angad has any respect towards me, I will perform this ritual happily.
You mean you'll never do? Because I will never have any respect for you.
Completed, dear. Oh, Lord, you work in miraculous ways. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे रब आप ही इश्क उगावे रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे
Though accidentally, the ritual is completed.
फिर हर दूरी मिट जावे लग जावे
It's all the Lord's mercy.
जब यार दिला लग जावे रब आप ही इश्क उगावे रब आप ही इश्क उगावे रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे
Excuse me, what are you here for?
Well, I'm here to meet my daughter, Sahiba.
Hold on, we need to get permission first.
Well, just listen a moment. So, you recognize me? I don't want to have any fights with you today. I just want to meet my daughter, Sahiba, and leave. Sahiba is the daughter-in-law of the Brar family. That's why I want to surprise her. Look, I've got her favorite food and all these other lovely things that I have brought for her today. It's a surprise, so if you could...
Fine then, but I cannot let you go inside alone. I'll have to come with you then. Let's go.
Sure, let's go. I know that you do not consider me a part of your family. I know there's no relationship between us. But there's one relationship that everyone should uphold. That's humanity. You think I don't have any standards, is it? But I was not taught to disrespect food. I never wished bad for anyone, ever in my life, be it loved ones or an outsider. Just look how this plate is decorated. The artistry. I've been doing this since childhood. It's my daily bread. So don't think I've held this plate so that you can take up my responsibilities for life. Do you get that? In fact, I held it believing that I leave my responsibilities to him like always. And even in the future. My dear, no matter what made you fulfill this ritual, I am happy that our family's tradition was respected and honored. Everyone deserves to be respected, isn't it, Grandma? So do I. Perhaps my destiny is not in my favor right now. But I do believe that if someone works hard sincerely, they can change their destiny. Every person should be capable enough to take their responsibilities, but it's still not enough. It's important to make one's own identity. My art is my identity. As long as I have this talent, there won't be a need for anyone to take my responsibility. Sahiba, my dear? Greetings, everyone. Ma'am?
Ma'am, she wanted to come and meet you.
I had refused to recognize you in the same house. Why don't you leave if they are asking you to? Today, if you don't recognize me, then I'll understand that I deserve this. Why have you come here? I have come to see you. We humans are so silly. We realize the importance of the person when they go away. Forget all of this. Look what I brought you. Your favorite. Hey, put it down. This is a small gift for all of you.
Yes, you can't afford a big gift.
Why are you keeping it there? Do you expect us to accept anything? Any random stranger brings?
Mother-in-law, sister-in-law is very angry, and I hope that nothing untoward happens.
Miss Sahiba, I'll get going. Miss Santosh, I'll wait for you outside.
Oh, goodness. I do hope they don't humiliate her.
This was not required. Why was it not required, my dear? I'm visiting your in-laws' house for the first time. How could I have come empty-handed? Look what I brought for you. Your favorites. All your favorite food. You love them, right? Earlier, when you asked me to make you food, I always refused because Sirat didn't like it. And Sirat refused to eat it. And today, I woke up early in the morning and prepared it for you, my dear. Oh, I think I'm late. You already had your breakfast, right? It's okay, my dear. You can have it for lunch then, okay? Well, actually, I had called up. The call got disconnected. I just got a little scared, so I came here to see my daughter.
Good thing you came. To meet your daughter, right? Did you see her? Now you can witness our hospitality. You have betrayed us. You humiliated us. I owe you this, and I don't keep favors. Now I'll show you what it feels like to be humiliated. This is unbelievable. You don't even realize that you came here after your family had crushed our reputation, our emotions, happiness, and hope. And now you stand in front of us with a gift? You have insulted this family. You have tarnished our reputation. You have ruined the reputation of our family. But this act of yours has taught me an important lesson. It's not wisdom to forgive someone's mistake. In fact, it's stupidity. And I won't do such a stupid thing. Now you will understand how it feels when one gets insulted by the other.
You have no right to talk to my family in this manner, understand? No, dear. Let him say it. He is angry. Let him vent his anger.
Wow. One preaches about wisdom, and the other self-respect.
Look, you...
Now I want to see that Sahiba Kormonga, who has such high self-esteem, will feel when she witnesses her mother being humiliated. Security!
Yes, sir.
Throw her out of here. Throw her out of this house.
What are you saying?
And make sure you remember her face, let alone entering the house. She shouldn't be seen near our house. Take her away.
Okay, sir. I deserve to be punished for the mistakes that I have made. Moreover, I've barged in unannounced and uninvited. It's okay, my dear.
I just fail to understand one thing. What kind of a woman is she? Should I call her brave or stupid, really? First you tarnish our reputation in front of the society, and then you come to our house, and you pretend to be a well-wisher.
I am stupid. I am really stupid. I just came over to see my daughter once again. I was worried for her. You need not throw me out of the house. I will leave on my own, sir. Sister Jocelyn, what happened to you? Won't you say anything? This fraud woman has barged in here, huh?
We really must keep quiet when others happen to be talking, so that everyone can listen when we finally talk. Just listen. You can take your gifts back, thank you very much. Nobody is going to touch them. Yes, I know, Mrs. Munger. You've brought these gifts with affection, haven't you? But before bringing these gifts, you also betrayed us. And we still have not forgiven it. The trauma and the insult. We recalled everything upon seeing you here.
Miss Santosh, the gifts that you have brought for us won't be accepted even by our house helps. I mean, don't you even have the means to afford a handkerchief that fits our status?